Good evening, everyone. The Iraqi Women Humanitis Scholars is delighted to host the second webinar in a series of 3 webinars addressing a timely and very significant topic, namely artificial intelligence for educators. The title of today's talk is AI for Educators, Advanced Prompting Techniques. We are honored to have Dr. Muayed Jejo as our speaker. I'm particularly delighted as Dr. Muayed, some of you know, has taught me when I was an undergrad. So I learned many things from him. I learned research, and I learned a lot about literature, books, and the love of English in the first place. So I am in his debt always, and I'm really honored to be the one who is introducing him today. Dr. Muayed is a prominent and well-known Iraqi academic. His impressive career showcases his achievements and diverse interest in English language and literature, as well as a passion for music and photography. His innovative work in programming and the applications of various technologies, especially AI in education, is also noteworthy. Dr. Muayed has a PhD in English language and literature and has worked as an assistant professor of English in 10 universities and several academic institutions. He supervised over 25 PhD dissertations and over 60 master theses. He also held the position of the chairman of the Japanese Friendship Association in Iraq, and he's currently the chair of the Department of English Language and Literature in Qomar University of Science and Technology in Sulaymaniyah. He has taken many extensive courses in psychology, music, programming, photography, video production, graphic design, biology, and lately artificial intelligence. We're all extremely delighted and honored to be with you today, Dr. Muayed. We look forward to hearing you examine another aspect of this really timely topic that is actually it's today's talk. It's everybody is talking about AI in many fields, but today we are going to examine it from educational perspective, and we are really happy to hear you speak. The floor is yours. We're gonna just for our audience, we're gonna give Dr. Muayed the opportunity to do his presentation, 45, maybe 50 minutes, and then we're going to open the floor for our audience to ask any questions, or if they have any comments or give any feedback. And thank you again, and the floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maysa. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Maysa, for your kind introduction. I would like to start by thanking the IWHS for inviting me to their platform to give this presentation. It's actually a series of 3 presentations. The first one was about AI tools for educators, and this one is about prompting for educators. And there will be an upcoming one as well. So today's presentation focuses on prompting techniques. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen. So this presentation focuses on prompting for educators. And before we start, I have 2 little caveats to share with you. First of all is accuracy. Accuracy is very important in AI output. So our goal is not to get answers from AI, but to get the right answers. Not information alone, but to get accurate information. As educators, that's very important for us. Another caveat I'd like to share with you is, before we start, is that all the features described in this presentation are available within the free plan of ChatGPT, so you don't have to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus. So there's no paywall involved. And before we start digging deep into the advanced techniques in prompting, we have to unlearn a few prompting habits that we might sometimes get into. So some common prompting mistakes we have to avoid include using AI as a search engine. This is a common mistake. Many people use AI, ChatGPT, for example, to look up information. But we have to remember that AI is not such a simple tool just to look up information. It's a thinking tool. So according to a survey conducted by Adobe, 77% of people in the United States use AI as a search engine, just like the way they use Google. And that's a high percentage compared to what AI can do. And in fact, if we just use such a massive tool to solve, such a tiny problem, it's just like killing a fly with a cannon. And another mistake that we often might make is underprompting. So underprompting is giving ChatGPT a prompt which is stripped of its context. So a very general prompt, that is a common mistake. And for example, this is a bad example of prompting: write an email. Write an email is actually, I don't think anybody can write this prompt to ChatGPT because it has like zero context. It's just like getting into a cab and asking the taxi driver to drive, without giving any directions or destination. But a better version, which we might think is okay, is this one. Write an email to students reminding them that the deadline to submit the final project, is May 20th. But this prompt still misses the picture. And the problem is when there's missing information, ChatGPT starts filling it for ourselves on its own. And this is when the hallucination starts to kick in, and there will be errors. So we should make sure in our prompts not to leave any gaps, because if we leave gaps, the ChatGPT is going to fill those gaps for us, and that is a big issue. So a better version of the prompt we talked about is this one, because this one gives you, it answers all the questions in order to fill in the gaps. Questions like, who will send this email? And what's the level of the students we are addressing? What's the tone of the email? And how long should the email be? ChatGPT will answer these questions on its own if we don't give ChatGPT these restraints. So this is a better version of the email. So we should avoid under-prompting. Another mistake in prompting is called sledgehammer prompting. Now, this is forcing ChatGPT to give us answers. Sledgehammer prompting, of course, is the AI slang AI experts use to refer to the technical term called forced action prompting. Here is an example. Rewrite this email in a professional style. And we give ChatGPT the email. Now, that's a bad prompt, because even if the email needs no changes, if it's a perfect email, ChatGPT will go ahead and rewrite it. So it's better and more professional if we first verify and then ask ChatGPT to take action. So does this email require editing or polishing? That will yield a better output. So here, ChatGPT will do two things. First of all, it will check the email for any issues, and then it will tell you if it requires any polishing or not. Otherwise, it would be like asking ChatGPT to fix a problem which does not exist. I mean, it's like fixing a machine that is not broken. Here's another example. Explain 5 causes of global warming. Well, if there are 3 causes, ChatGPT will go ahead and invent 2 just to meet your demand, to answer your question. And if there are 8 causes, then ChatGPT will give you 5 and ignore the other 3. So it's better to say like how many causes are there for global warming, and that will yield a more accurate answer. That will prevent ChatGPT from hallucinating or giving you erroneous responses. A fourth problem in prompting is missing iteration. Many people, many users, they just give a prompt and they get the answer, full stop, that's it. No, we have to refine and fine-tune our prompt. We have to reprompt in order to get more accurate results. So, and this is another problem, with using ChatGPT like Google. ChatGPT thinks about what it thinks also. So we have to take full advantage of this feature in AI. Over-prompting is another problem. If we give ChatGPT too many restraints, too many commands in the same prompt, it will again start hallucinating because it cannot control its output. So in other words, too much clarity is going to collapse on its own weight. So avoid over-prompting. It's the opposite of under-prompting. And another problem is we don't use the devil's prompt. We have to use the devil's prompt when we are using AI. And by the devil's prompt, that's another AI slang for counter-example prompting. Now, counter-example prompting is asking ChatGPT to challenge its own output. And here is an example. Are OTCs, or over-the-counter drugs, considered safe? This is our initial prompt. After ChatGPT answers this question, we give it what we call the devil's prompt, which is provide counterexamples of situations where OTCs may be unsafe. The benefit of the devil's prompt is it forces ChatGPT to reconsider, to double-check its accuracy. And it's also going to help us pinpoint loopholes in its initial output. And sometimes we don't use what we call prompt politeness. Now, what is prompt politeness? It's using magic words like, for example, please, could you? Many people would say, oh, we're just talking to a machine. How can we say please to a machine? What difference would it make? No, according to several studies, like this one, for example, and you can access this article by clicking the link at the bottom of later on when this presentation is shared with you. You can check this study out, and it tells you that according to the survey it made, there is a difference in the output to polite prompts and rude prompts. Rude prompts do not yield accurate results. Polite prompts give you very accurate results. And this is for two reasons. Number one, the data that ChatGPT was trained on shows that always polite requests, they lead to more accurate replies than rude requests. The other reason has to do with us, not with ChatGPT. Psychologists say that when we are polite, we produce better prompts because we are in the right frame of mind. So our prompts will be correct, accurate. And when we are rude, our language is not going to be accurate. So therefore, garbage in, garbage out. ChatGPT is not going to give us good answers if we are rude. It's not because ChatGPT understands politeness. It's because this is the way it was designed. And there's meta prompting is also important. many of us, we don't use meta prompting in our prompts. And meta prompting is asking ChatGPT or any AI model about itself and how it interpreted our prompting. So it's putting ChatGPT into the metacognitive mode. So, for example, here, how did you understand my prompt? Or what problems did you face answering my question? What reasoning strategies did you use to answer my question? These are all examples of meta prompting. And the benefit of meta prompting, or did you have to guess anything when you answered my question? These are very crucial questions. And this is where we can actually find if the output has any hallucination or not, or if there are any errors or not. Again, this is loophole hunting, and it will give us more accurate answers, of course. So, and these are more, of course, these are examples. And these are the 4 benefits of meta prompting, as I just explained it to you. And sticking to vanilla, the 9th mistake, is another problem. Now, when we first create a ChatGPT account, it operates within what it's called the vanilla mode. Now, the vanilla mode in ChatGPT is the default mode. So it has 2 modes, actually, the vanilla mode and the spicy mode. Both are available within the free plan. But when we use ChatGPT, the default mode is the vanilla mode. So it's another AI slang. The vanilla mode actually refers to what we call the non-agentic mode. That's the technical term for it. So what does that mean? It means using ChatGPT within its default mode and without using agents, AI agents. If we want to ChatGPT to think better, to give us better results, more details, less hallucination, then we have to convert it to the spicy mode. That's again, the slang for the agentic mode. That's the technical term for it. So what is an agent? Because spicy mode means we have to create agents within ChatGPT. So what is an agent? An agent is an assistant. It's an AI assistant within the AI model with a specific persona and a specific role. Now, when we create an agent in ChatGPT, it's not a different AI model. It's the same model, but its thinking strategies, its reasoning differs from the default mode. It's like the difference between a layman and a specialist. To illustrate the difference between the vanilla mode and the spicy mode, let's ask ChatGPT one question, the same question, within the 2 modes. So the question is, this is just an example, what is the difference between CPU and GPU, for example? Now, if you ask this to the default mode, the vanilla mode of ChatGPT, this is what you get. This is the vanilla reply. But if you create agents within ChatGPT and then ask the same question to an agent, this is the reply it's going to give you. So you can see the difference between the vanilla output and the spicy output. It's the same ChatGPT, but different reasoning strategies. Because the first one, it's just half a page long. Look at the second one with illustrations and pictures and details, because you are not asking the default mode. You're asking the spicy mode. So you can see the difference for yourself. And now this table illustrates the differences between the non-agentic which we called the vanilla mode, and the agentic, which we called the spicy mode, in terms of goal-driven planning, tool augmented, because agents use tools, not like the default mode. Self-correction, agents correct themselves. The default mode doesn't. And when it comes to hallucination, there's no model with zero hallucination. It's the way hallucination is not a bug in programming. It's the way it was designed, because all AI models depend on predicting data, generating, not retrieving only. So you can see there is a low hallucination if we turn ChatGPT to its spicy mode. And these are advantages of agents compared to the default mode we are using. And, think of it like doing mental math and using a calculator. That's the difference between the vanilla mode and the spicy mode. Now, how many agents can we create within ChatGPT? We can create as many as we want. The sky is the limit. But remember, when you are creating an agent within a chat, and then you create another agent, the second agent you create kills the first agent, terminates it. So we have to be careful. Whenever we create a new agent, we have to create a new chat for every agent we create. Otherwise, you will be terminating your agents. So let's just see how to create agents. There are 5 steps in creating ChatGPT agents. So the first step is start a new chat. That's very important. Don't work within the chat you already used. Start a new chat. Then give a prompt to create an agent. So for example, you say, I want you to act as an agent specialized in, for example, dentistry. You have many years of experience, university experience, and work experience, clinical experience. So you're a dentist now. So ChatGPT that agent will start, answering all your questions as a dentist, and its answers to your questions, its output, everything, its reasoning strategy is like exactly a dentist. And you keep that agent. You don't want to terminate that agent. You have to save it. So what do? You create a new project, and let's call the new project AI agents or my AI agents. And then you go to that chat where you created your dentist, and then you move it to the project. Or you can just simply drag and drop. Both will work. And repeat these steps for every agent you need to create. You can create, for example, an agent that's specialized in English language, another one specialized in professional communication, another one specialized in law, another one in graphic design, etc. You can create as many agents as you want, as long as each one of them lives in a separate chat. So how do you terminate your agents? Sometimes we need to terminate our agents, and it's important to know that in order not to accidentally terminate them, we have 4 ways to terminate agents. The last one, I'm going to skip it because it's not for free. It's available only when you upgrade. But the first 3, they are for free. So you can delete the agent chat, the chat that has your agent in it. Just delete that chat. It will kill the agent. Another one is in-band termination, which means you just give it explicit instructions. You can type within the same chat of the agent, you can type stop playing this role, or you're not a dentist anymore. So you stop that role. You can use a kill switch. A kill switch is in the prompt that creates an agent. At the end, the last sentence in the prompt, which created the agent, you write, for example, if I give you this word, you stop. So you use a trigger. And in-band termination is explicit. You can just copy and paste this into the chat, stop acting as an agent, and respond in the default mode. And using a kill switch is, for example, you say, when I write the keyword exit agent, you stop working like an agent. Mind you, you should not use a common word. For example, I cannot say stop, because in my conversation with the agent, if I accidentally use the word stop, it will stop. So I have to coin a word or use some complicated combination of words or phrases in order to not to make that mistake. And now we can give prompts to create agents, but it's better if we let ChatGPT create our agents for us. So that will be better, because ChatGPT creates agents better than we do. It will know exactly what parameters to give, what constraints to give the agent. So I would write, if you write, for example, if you start a new chat and you write, give me a prompt. You ask ChatGPT in a new chat. It should be a new chat. Give me a prompt that creates an agent who is specialized in interior design and has many years of experience. And then ChatGPT will give you, and you say a prompt which I can paste into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will tell you, okay, this is a prompt that you can paste into ChatGPT in order to create this agent for you. And it gives you a prompt. And then you just copy that prompt and start a new chat again and paste it there. And there you go. You'll have your agent, your interior design agent. And why do we ask ChatGPT to create our agents for us? It's, of course, in order to avoid making any mistakes or errors. So if we create different agents within ChatGPT, then we can engage these agents and get them busy with one another. And here is an example of how we use agent-to-agent workflow within ChatGPT. Number one, we create, this is just an example, we can create 3 agents. The first one is a data collection agent. The second one is a data analysis agent. And the third one is a validation agent. So what we do is, after you prompt the data collection agent to collect all the data about a specific topic. Let's say you're working on a research topic and you want data about that topic. So you ask the data collection agent to collect all that data and put it in a Word document with all the citations there, of course, in any format you like and using any documentation style you like. And then what you do is you download that data and then hand it over to the data analysis agent. The data analysis agent, you'll give it a prompt to analyze this data. So it will analyze it and make it available for you, again, in a Microsoft Word document, which you will download and then upload to the validation agent. And the validation agent will validate the data and review that research paper for you. And of course, this will help you. Of course, after you receive everything from the third agent, then you can check for yourself, and you will see the big difference between using agents and just simply asking ChatGPT to do a research paper or report. Now, and it feels like you have three assistants. One of them is the data collection or a research assistant, and the other one is the analyst, and the third one is the reviewer. It's like a peer reviewer who's going to check your paper for you, proofread it, and validate the data. And if we do that, ChatGPT is going to like check itself from, every time at every stage. It's going to double check and triple check the data it gave you. And don't be surprised if the third agent will tell you there's a mistake in the data collection, or that there's a mistake in the analysis. It's like three different people working for you. And these are all the benefits of agent-to-agent workflow. Mind you, we're not using, again, I can't emphasize this enough. We are not using different models. It's the same model, but its modes of thinking is different. Its reasoning strategies are different. And that's how we get more accurate results. And if we mix this, if we mix the agentic mode with meta prompting, the results will be fabulous. And you can't imagine how great the output will be if we use all these techniques within ChatGPT. And if you like, I can share with you a library I call the agent library. It's a library of agents. All you need to do for different purposes: legal advisor, interior designer, graphic designer, English professor agent. You have professional communication agent for writing emails and reports, research assistant. I put them all in one document, and I can share them with you. All you need to do is just copy and paste them into ChatGPT in order to create your agents. And thank you very much for your attention, for your time. And yes, thank you. I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Thank you, Dr. Muayed, for this great talk. I think I speak on behalf of our audience and our guests that we are all learning from this. And actually, this is the new for some. I should not say all, but for some. And the practical part is that you gave us an idea as how to actually use it properly to gain more. And I have questions of my own, but I should say that I will give the opportunity for our guests. If they have some questions, I'll definitely be more than happy to hear them. I'm going to start with Sarah, I think. The mics is open. Mics are open. So if you can please, Sarah, I think I have, if you can speak out, please ask your question. That would be great. Okay, maybe she's not ready or by mistake. Anyone has any question, please raise your hands or speak out. That will be great.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, so, hello, Dr. Nawal.
How are you, Dr.
Alaikum
Maysa?
assalam wa rahmatullah.
My dear friend, and how are you, Dr. Muayed, my greatest teacher? Long
Thank you
time
very
no
much.
see, long time no talk.
Thank
It's really a wonderful chance today to have you both, my friend Maysa and my teacher, Dr. Muayed. Thank you so much for the great presentation and for the informative lecture that really benefited us all as teachers and the students. And I wonder why Sarah cannot present her her question. She is one of our MA students. Maybe she has a technical problem.
Maybe there's a technical problem.
Yeah.
If she can write down the question, we can definitely.
Yes, please, Sarah. If you have any question, please just write it down. Dr. Muayed, just a question came to my mind since some of our students are attending, and really it's a wonderful and informative lecture, as I mentioned before a while. You mentioned that there are two, let's say 3 steps in order to have a good sort of benefit from the ChatGPT. In the sense of creating 3 prompts. The first one is doing the analysis, let's say collecting the data. The second prompt is to do the analysis of the data, and the third prompt is to review the whole work. So to what extent the student's voice can overwhelm the 3 steps? To what extent the student's voice can present its own?
So we are.
Go ahead, Dr. Muayed.
Yeah, okay. We're not actually creating 3 prompts to do these 3 tasks. There are 3 different agents within ChatGPT. So what we do is that we assign the task of data collection to the data collection agent, and then we receive it from the data collection agent and hand it over to the analysis agent. And then we receive it from the analysis agent and hand it over to the reviewer. These are 3 different agents with 3 different strategies and 3 different specializations. They will not act in the same way as ChatGPT normally acts within the vanilla mode. Now, after the data is collected and then analyzed and then reviewed, then the student should have his or her voice in this, because the student is going to check for himself or for herself what was done, and the student can check for loopholes. For example, it's like the student is going to be the supervisor. And these agents will be his students. So we have agents working for a student. The student is the supervisor of this whole process, and he or she is actually in charge of the whole process, assigning tasks to his assistants. So that's how the student fits in this. Also, the student will be doing the prompting. So it shows the data collected and the data analyzed and the data reviewed will show how good the student is at prompting strategies and creating agents. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
I
Dr. Muayed.
have a number
so
of
much.
questions. Thank you both. I have a number of questions in the comment section, so I'm going to read one by one to you, Dr. Muayed, and if you don't mind answering, that would be great. So can you, I have here Dr. Marwa Ghazi. Welcome, Dr. Marwa. If I wrote a paper, can I use one of the agents as a professional reviewer? So that's the question. And
Yes.
would it be a problem? And I think in Turnitin, the plagiarism software, as a percentage of AI, or maybe not. So her question is regarding using the agent as a reviewer, and with a plagiarism software such as Turnitin, would it maybe say that it is actually an I? So would it be a problem? In other words, so that's one question.
Plagiarism detection software, any plagiarism detection platform or app, whenever we upload a paper to any plagiarism detection software, let's say Turnitin or Authenticate, What these apps will do is that they're going to ransack the entire web, searching for anything which is identical, which will be considered as plagiarism, or they use the term similarity rate for it. But ChatGPT is not like that. So if you upload your paper to the web, to the internet, it will definitely be detected by Turnitin or Authenticate, of course. But if you upload it to ChatGPT, no software is going to find it out. No. ChatGPT is different. That's why at the beginning, when ChatGPT was invented, when it burst on the scene, everybody was surprised that anything you upload to ChatGPT is between you and ChatGPT, is not visible anywhere else. So rest assured, there's no problem uploading anything to ChatGPT because it will not be visible anywhere else, even to plagiarism detection software.
But would it be ethical to do that? That's maybe just a follow-up on my part. Would it be ethical to upload to write it through an AI software? I always have concerns about this. I actually have nightmares that students will not be able to write anymore.
When Microsoft gave us Word, and we wrote our reports using Microsoft Word, Microsoft Word corrects our mistakes for us. And at that time, there was also a big question, like, is that ethical, or is that my work because a machine is doing that for me? So as long as it's announced and declared, there is no problem. If I write an email and say that I wrote this email using ChatGPT, there's nothing wrong with that. But if I write an email and I claim, if I ask ChatGPT, to write an email for me, and I claim that it's mine, that's dishonesty. That's violating academic integrity. Just like taking a quote from a book and not citing the source, it would be plagiarism. Once we cite the source, then it's okay. It's not plagiarism. So as long as there is honesty, as long as there is transparency, there is no violation of academic integrity involved.
Okay, thank you. I think we have Dr. Murtada. Dr. Murtada, welcome. And if you can, I'm just going to try to unmute you.
Good evening.
You can speak.
Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, please. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you. Wonder how you're going to respond to a layman's question. I have I was really interested in your use of the word hallucination. What is hallucination? How does it start? What prevents it? Why is there hallucination? Of course, I could ask ChatGPT, but that would be probably under prompting, right? So I thought it would be easier to ask you about that. I would be very interested in listening to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your question. So if we take Google, we say Google never hallucinates. Why? Because Google has database, and whenever we write something in the Google search field, it will just search the web and give us what's already there. So whatever Google gives us or retrieves, whatever data Google retrieves is already there. It's existing data. So it never hallucinates. It's just like a mirror. It gives you what it sees. But AI is different because AI does not give you what exists. It generates, it predicts, it uses that data to generate answers, to predict answers. And this is where hallucination kicks in the generating process, because you're predicting. So when you predict, not all your predictions will be true. So if I ask ChatGPT, give me 5 reasons why this is happening, if there are 2 reasons, it will invent 3 in order to answer your question. Because ChatGPT is designed not to argue with you, not to contradict you.
Can you ask it to hallucinate?
Oh, I never asked ChatGPT to hallucinate, but I'm sure if I say
that would be like a creative writing, right?
Yeah, but we can do something. We can ask ChatGPT, like, give me examples of how you hallucinate, and it will give you some.
That's really a good question. You know, why and how? It is how. I understand the why now, but it is the how that. How does it hallucinate? I'm sure that it would hallucinate along certain patterns, right?
Yes. So it's not.
It's intriguing, really.
It's not a mistake in programming. It's not an error in programming. It's not a bug in the program. It's the way it's designed, because it mimics human hallucination. Just like when we don't think properly, so the neurons. Our neurons sometimes affect our output, so it also has neurons that could affect its output.
And then we could expect it to overcome this problem, right, in the future.
Yeah, they're updating their models. It started with 1, now it's 5.2, and I think with more advancement in AI, because AI, I believe it's still at its embryonic stage. Later on, so I think probably we will reach a point where there's 0 hallucination.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Murtada. Move to Professor Lamia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Muayed, for this invaluable presentation. I really benefited a lot from your previous presentation, and I really tried it. And I'm really commenting on what Dr. Maysa said about being ethical. What I really found, I uploaded all my research paper, and what happened, I really could not believe my eyes, how useful it was for me. It was just arrangement of information, put this in the problem, put that in the introduction, and then lots of suggestions and saying, what about doing this, doing that? So it was me who was doing all the thing, but that's why to some extent, I felt relieved that it was my work and not a kind of plagiarism. Yeah. Thank you so much for the suggestions, and I will try to apply the things you mentioned with the same paper, and I find if I end up with the same results. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Maysa.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a number of questions in the comment section, so I'm going to read one by one to you, Dr. Muayed, and if you don't mind answering. Professor Suad, she's asking, can we apply what you just mentioned on the rest of the AI apps like Gemini and AI Thor, which I have not heard of personally? Thank you very much for the valuable information.
Well, yes, all AI models have agents, but it's not the default mode. You have to convert it to the agentic mode in order to, because every time you create an account with an AI model, it's the LLM is going to operate on its default mode.
Perfect. I will also read another question. I have a question. If I want to choose the title for my MA thesis, can I ask AI to help me or not?
Okay, well, when it comes to selecting topics, why not? AI can give you a list of topics, just like, just like Google. Because if we don't use AI, I mean, in the past, before AI, we used Google. So we Googled topics and subjects, and Google came up with different topics, websites, and then we search the web, we search the results in order to get the right topic. So why not? I mean, it's just a tool.
A useful tool. It's a useful tool.
Just like Google. Google is a tool. The internet is a tool.
Yeah.
By the way, even a book is a tool,
Absolutely.
a source of information. Right.
I have another question. Thank you for your time and informative session. I found the idea of ChatGPT agent library very interesting. If it's available, I would appreciate it if you could share the link.
Yes. Yeah. I'll definitely share the link with you. Yes.
I speak, maybe I'm asking this for myself, and maybe our guests would also concur. It would be wonderful if you can share the PowerPoint presentation with us, and we can share it in our platform, because I think a lot of us would like to go back and maybe check some information and go back and apply this in real time. That it will be a wonderful tool for us as well. Your presentation.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, definitely. I will. I'll upload both the presentation and the agent library to Google Drive and share the link with you all. Thank you.
Is there anyone else would like to speak? I maybe had missed a question or two. I have a question. Oh, Dr. Maro, I already answered that. Can you clarify where we should look for, or what we should look for, I think, for the uploaded link? Not sure what the question means, if I'm honest.
I think I will share the link with you, and you can put it in the IWHS platform up for grabs for everyone.
Perfect. Thank you.
Suggestion.
Thank you. Anyway, I have another question here. Sabrine, I think Sabrine, Professor Sabrine.
Yes.
If you can just ask your question. Welcome. Welcome, and please, ask your question.
Evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, doctors and professors. We are so thankful for this informative lecture. I'm a student from Baghdad University College of Education for Women. I frankly speaking, I don't have a question. I'm in need for an advice. If the doctors or Dr. Muayed doesn't mind, sorry. Now, you know that as we are MA students and we are in a war with time, we are fighting time now. So sometimes we go to ChatGPT in order to help us doing summaries or to help us in order to search for something, but we are not. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, continue,
but at the same time, but at the same time, we are not in need to make our brains stop thinking, and we try to make our brains keep going on in order to think. And the use of ChatGPT makes our brain stop thinking. So, doctor, if you don't mind, how can we keep thinking, going on, but at the same time use ChatGPT in order to help us as MA students? I'm in need for one or two of your advices, even if it is at the end of your meetings on your lecture.
As a student, it doesn't really matter if you're an undergrad or postgraduate student, any student can use ChatGPT, of course. It's not like you should not use ChatGPT, no. But use it as just like the way you use a library. It's a source of information. It's actually a rich, source of information. It's a mine of knowledge. So use it, and in order to improve yourself, to improve your skills, to improve your knowledge, but do not misuse it. So I always use these three terms when it comes to ethics using ChatGPT or any AI. Is the use. I gave this once to our students. It's the use, misuse, and abuse of ChatGPT. We have to be very careful. So if I ask ChatGPT to write a chapter for me instead of me writing it, a chapter in my thesis, that's of course abuse of ChatGPT. If I don't know how to use it, that's misuse. But using it properly is, of course, the ultimate advice I can give you. Use it as you use a library. It's a source of information, source of knowledge. It's a tool in your hands. And ChatGPT can be a double-edged sword. So you have to be careful, how to use it.
Okay,
Thank you
Doctor.
for this great answer and for your question.
I'm so thankful. I'm so
It
thankful,
covered
Doctor.
a lot of my own also concerns. Thank you very much. I'm just moving to read another question. How to prevent our learners or less depending. I don't know if the or is right. To be less dependent, I think, to be less dependent
On ChatGPT.
on ChatGPT. Yeah.
The best way to prevent learners or students from abusing, not using. On the contrary, I encourage my students to use ChatGPT. Sometimes I give them assignments on ChatGPT, but the best way is to educate them. To increase awareness. Increasing the awareness of the use, abuse, and misuse of ChatGPT is the best way. No other way would work. You cannot prevent anybody from using ChatGPT. You cannot isolate people from technology. It's there, and ChatGPT is here to stay. And there is no denying that everybody uses ChatGPT. But how do they use it? This is what we have to do to increase awareness among everyone that use ChatGPT properly and be transparent. Transparency is very important, and honesty, academic integrity. These are principles we should never violate, of course, both as educators, as students, as like even laymen. Right. Thank you.
Hello.
And I think, yes,
Hello.
Dr. Ahmed, we can hear you now. Perfect.
Good.
Yeah,
Assalamu alaikum.
definitely.
Assalamu alaikum, jami'an.
We have been waiting for this. So the floor
Thank
is all
you.
yours. Ask your question or questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Muayed, for this informative, and actually
Thank you very
made
much.
it short and sweet.
Thank you.
The presentation, I don't include the Q&A session. I have a question actually for you. Did you ever use one of these tools for creating short or medium length videos, teaching videos?
Yes, I use different AI models to create videos, to create music. So there are AI music generators, AI video generators, image generators.
Is there a guideline for this? Where we can follow and create our own? Because I need this for teaching purposes only.
Personally, for AI generation, video generation, I use Envato and Render Forest.
That's a
And
different thing.
for music generation, I use MBM AI music generator. And then after I generate all this, I generate the audio, the video, and the images and everything. I put them all together using now. This is where I start working manually, using Photoshop and Adobe Premiere and After Effects in order to take these bits and pieces and put them together and make like a final cut of the video.
Actually, for the time being, I usually send the material somewhere in Paris. Somebody is based there, and he would do it for me and send it back as a YouTube video. This is the very technical thing you mentioned now. Let me take you back to the agents. You mentioned a number of agents, right?
Yes.
For ChatGPT. Is there a limited number? Is the number finite or infinite?
No, it's infinite. The sky is the limit. You can create as many agents as you want, as long as each agent lives in a different chat. Because if you create an agent within a chat, if you start a new chat, create an agent within it, and then in the same chat, you create another agent, the new agent terminates the former one. So every time you create an agent, you start a new chat. So so you can have as many chats as possible. That's why you can have as many agents as you can.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this answer.
Thank you, Dr. We're glad that you you have been able to speak and ask your question. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I have one last question in the comments, and then I think we're going to move to Dr. Muna to conclude. Sorry, what was the name of the university again? Could someone write in the comments? Thanks. I'm not sure which university you're referring to. Maybe Dr. Muayed's affiliation, that's Comer in Sulaimania, or I'm not sure which university. So if you can clarify in the comments, if you can clarify the question. Yeah. Dr. Murray just wrote Comer University of Science. And I'm not sure if you are referring, if you're asking about that. If so, just confirm, please, in the comment section, and we can definitely answer you. We're happy to conclude with Dr. Muna if she has any question or maybe a comment. The floor is all yours, Dr. Muna, please.
Thank you, Maysa. Thank you so much. Actually, I have no question, nothing, because I have been enjoying this great informative presentation by our dear friend, Dr. Muayed Jejo. And I just want to tell you that it has been so informative that it has answered all the questions in my mind about using ChatGPT. We're all using it now. Everybody is. And the family, the kids are using it at school. Everybody is using it. But there were questions in my mind, and your presentation answered them perfectly well. Thank you so much. Thank you from the heart for being with us, for your generous, presentations. And of course, we will be looking forward for the third lecture, which is AI for Educators Part 3. And I would like also to thank all the people who have attended our webinar. Special thanks for all the speakers who have ask questions, put comments, which made the presentation even more interesting. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Thank you, Dr. Muayed. Thank you, Maysa. Thank you, my dear Wiam. You've been great all the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Muna. I just want to conclude before I thank our guest, our speaker, Dr. Muayed. I would like to conclude by something that he mentioned today, and I was really intrigued by. He said something about a difference between using ChatGPT and these AI tools as a search engine versus a thinking tool, warning us not to use them as search engines and actually advocating and advising that we should use them as thinking tools. This is the future. And to me, this sums up this presentation today, how to use these tools properly, ethically, and how to avoid abusing them. Also, how to get the best information possible through these tools. Using them as thinking tools and not just using them randomly and haphazardly without putting our own thoughts into these questions, into these prompts. Thank you, Dr. Muayed, for this informative, and the word informative has been thrown many times and well deserved, because you informed us of new things. I personally learned today, as I learned before when I was your student, when I was really undergrad, as a puppy, when I was maybe years old, and you taught me research, and I'm always grateful for that, always. And this is something kind of a full circle moment, if you like, because you taught me MLA. You were the first one who taught me what MLA was, how to do research. I've learned the word bibliography in your class. First year freshman in university. So today, after so many years, I'm not going to say how many years, but many decades actually, it's a full moment, it's a full circle moment that I'm learning new things about ChatGPT and these prompts. And you have always been generous and great and sharing your knowledge. You did not hesitate back then and today to share your own knowledge and your own basically information with us. Thank you again, and we look forward to your third and final talk, webinar, which we will also promote in our platform. Thank you for our guests, for the people who asked questions and interacted. It's been really a great night, and I wish you nothing but the best in your career and in your future. Thank you. I wish you all a good night, and we should conclude this by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.